What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. I'm Edward the Collector, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Studios Series Gamer Edition Deluxe Class Sideswipe. Sideswipe from the War for Cybertron Transformers game. What a mouthful. Here he is in his Cybertronian sports car mode. Looks awesome. I love this vehicle mode. It's super cool. Rolls inadequately, but looks great. Love the red, love the silver. The windows on the side look cool. Why do they need windows? What are they? Who's going inside them? Anyway, it's just design. If this was painted black, I think it could be a pretty good Batmobile. I'm just saying. The wings at the back and, you know, maybe a crossover at some point. But, underside looks super clean, surprisingly. I really, once you transform it, you'll see stuff, but honestly, you can barely tell there's anything, like any robot parts under there. Back here, you can kind of tell what this is. It's the chest piece, but overall, clean, sleek, beautiful. Love it. The little Autobot symbol at the front in a nice lighter orange than the rest of the car. Yeah, great looking vehicle mode. It's amazing. I love it. He comes with this photon burst assault rifle, which can just plug into the roof of the vehicle mode like that. Cool, I guess. It's, you know, weapon storage. It's just to show the weapon off, pretty much. But not much else to say about it. I just love it. Love the vehicle mode. Really cool. So for transformation, what you're going to want to do first is you're just going to want to pop the hood, pretty much. And there we go. And then the back part comes up like this. And so it kind of looks like that. And then the side panels unpeg from the back of the car like this. Like that. And then these panels flip up. And then bring the legs all the way down and around like that. These panels fold around like this. Then this panel closes up. And as you can see, there's a little like tab hole where the panel tabs into. It's like a little mouth like that. And then these panels flip around like this. And they tab into the legs. And then the feet fold up. And then waist swivel. Nice. And then the arms, these red pieces come down like this. And they tab into the tab holes on the wheels. And they come down like that. This chest piece comes all the way down, around, and basically just squishes together. There's tabs, and it just flattens out. This back part, you kind of want to, it's like this. You want to bring it at an angle as far as it can go so you can get the head up. And then it just tabs into the chest assembly area. And then these gray pieces fold down like that. They tab in. And then you flip with the chest, because you kind of have to put the gray parts in first. And then this back part spins around like that. The back collapses up. Then you bring the hands out. And all that done, here we have him in his robot mode, which is very nice. Very nice looking. Camera just a little bit. Looks great. I'm a big fan of it. Pretty accurate to the game. Other than just the back, they could have done this a little bit better, I think. But it's the back. You're not really, people, and I have cared about backs on figures for years. But it's just kind of like, are you really going to be posing it like that? Are you really going to be noticing the back that much? Whatever. But good silhouette. Looks good. Pretty accurate to the games. War for Cybertron and Fall Cybertron. And, yeah. This part right here likes to come off. So, I got this figure used, like I did the Gamer Edition Starscream that I reviewed. So I think if you get this new in box, this part is separate. Because it's probably packaged like, I think it's packaged like that, probably. Like, honestly. And so you're probably going to flip up that and then that plugs in like that. So beware of that. But for articulation, again, this thing can move around. And then he has a ball joint at the neck, so you can get some cocky angles like this. You can look up, not very far. You can look down that far, and then full rotation, which is nice. A ball joint at the shoulder, so full 360. You can go out that far and in that far. He has a bicep swivel and an elbow, which is nice. Nothing at the wrist except the in and out for vehicle mode. He has a waist swivel that is hindered by the backpack, but if you get that out of the way a little bit, you can get him into some more dynamic poses. There's a ball joint at the hip, and so you can go out that far and go back that far, but again, you can go further back if you really wanted to. And then it can go out that far. He can't really do the splits, but neither can I. So he has a thigh swivel right there, and he has a knee bend, and then he has nothing at the foot. And that's about it. Pretty much just the essentials you would want for a deluxe class figure. I guess other than a wrist swivel, but I don't really know how they would put that in there. So it's good for what it is, I think. The thing I've seen talked about most with this figure specifically is the feet. And I can agree that that's kind of bizarre looking. It's just flat. There's not really much going on there. But honestly, just looking at it, it doesn't bother me that much. I think in the game they're a little bit more chunky. There's probably a lot more going on down there. But for the figure itself, it's good looking. It looks 10 times better than the original Fall Cybertron figure we got. That was just a retool of the Jazz that came out in that same toy line. This just looks way better. Vehicle mode is much better. Articulation, I think, is better. I don't really remember, but overall, it's a better figure. So you can't really hate on the feet too much because it's just a good figure. And for the accessory, which is this little assault rifle from the game, you can just pop his arm off. It's in there nice and tight. And then you can just put the gun on like this. And that's cool. I really like that. That's nice. And then the arm you can just store on his back. So that's also a nice touch. You can't even see it from the front. So looks great. Very cool accessory. And for a comparison, if you've seen the Starscream review that I did before, you've seen this already, but I'll show it again. Here he is with Gamer Edition Starscream, Voyager class, Deluxe class, and he can use the Null Ray as well. So that's cool. Obviously, he looks a little bit better with this gun. But, yeah. Good figures overall. Again, overhated line, in my opinion. Get him out of here. Overhated line. I don't really know what the census on this figure was when it came out and what people think of it now, but I think it's a good figure. Looks great. I don't really want to say complex because it's not really that complex, but it's a fairly involved transformation for car to robot, robot to car. So here he is. And overall, I like it. I kind of like figures, though. There's only been a few that I hate. And if you don't like this figure, or if you do like this figure, let me know in the comments down below. And if you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you like the content, like the channel, subscribe, maybe. I like the figure, and so that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.